Welcome everybody, this is your Strategy Wolf and welcome back to Strategic Command American Civil War. Welcome back to our match versus LCanidestroyer. We're getting into the 22nd turn in July 62 supposedly, and yeah, it's hot. It's very hot and interesting these days. We do have a potential landing coming up in New Orleans where our Marine Infantry is already close. We encircled Nashville where the enemy put down a lot of units, or the 2nd Corps last turn, so we're trying to encircle it and siege it down, and we shall see how this goes. Grant in general is also moving towards Memphis at the same time, and we are thinking about us, let's see, a limited offensive at the Potomac, whilst the navy of the enemy has kind of interrupted our efforts recently, and since there were suddenly 2 monitors, we're waiting in the Pacific, in the Atlantic, so we're waiting a little bit for reinforcements here, but it's not like we are beaten at all. So a lot of stuff it is interesting these days, yeah, and I'm super excited, so let's just don't waste any more time and watch the replay together. Yeah, the returns attacks on Fort Thorn. This turn we can finally give them some relief and get them out and exchange them for the other dudes, like the other brigade behind them already. Yes. Center rise, yeah. Taking some damage. Fort Washita. Enemy is not really learning from that one. You need 2 units at least, guys. Fort Gibson, similar. 3 units, I mean. Here they cut us off supply apparently, but did we also? Hard to say. Enemy retreats down here. Oh, this was the other HQ we got trapped almost last turn. I totally forgot about that. Here the enemy tries to escape, but gets the ambush. Oh, perfect. Okay, tries to start a little bit of an attack over here. Yeah, it's Franklin. Okay, the other corps moved south. I'm interested if Nashville is actually occupied. I think so. Probably reinforcements as well. Here at the Shenandoah Valley. Oh, critical attack here on Fort Monroe. That, lucky us. We got a reinforced though. This is after our last attack recently. And here the monitor attacks the harbor. Yeah. Okay. Fort Monroe we definitely got a reinforce. And yeah, other fronts look also quite interesting. It's not like I was very happy about our moves around Nashville, but it's not like the enemy is beat already. And this is cool to see that the ambush actually destroyed the enemy's division on the retreat from Dover. That's amazing. Alright, yeah, our blockades are not working as consequently as they should do these days. But yeah, we will need reinforce for sure. Get more ships in, of course. And we are repairing as well at the same time. Okay, we're getting 2 more gunboats and 3 divisions. That's great. Reinforcements. Alrighty. So let's have a quick look at what was happening over here. Well, now with a little bit of luck we can actually retreat, but is Santa Rise? Yeah, I feel like it's besieged now, so the supply is going down. I might go and actually retreat a little bit over here, so we might save this brigade. I think the time has come for that one. Here, this brigade successfully defended Fort Thorn for a while. We will definitely exchange them for these guys. You guys over here, I'm not really scared of you. You should have no supply at all. And if we move here, I think I could secure it with this unit, and these guys could go block them off. I think that's, yeah. Alright, we shall see, we shall see. So much about here, Arizona. Let's have a quick look over here. Yeah, just a reminder, we have our invasion force down here, so yeah, maybe it's gonna be the New Orleans turn, this one. It's gonna be, this is amongst the most interesting things to see. Yeah, here, this HQ tried to retreat, but I'm in strong hope that I'll be able to take it out next to Memphis now. We shall see, we shall see. And over here, yeah, Pork retreated, so I think this one is still, ooh. Like this, the HQs should be, because I think it retreated over here. I can't remember, to be honest, if it's like, if she refilled it or not. But we could attack it, of course, whilst moving with these guys somewhere else, yeah. Yeah, interesting stuff going on over here. Here we have to really think about, Dover is emptied, that's nice, so we can put up some pressure from this side now to Nashville. Yeah, it's getting tighter and tighter for the enemy. And the enemy moved up a little bit here where, yeah, in the end, well, you know, I don't see the big success. It can be achieved also over here. We will definitely bring a new, basically, yeah, these guys can be put up in Frankfurt, another one in Louisville to make sure the most important ones are secured. And yeah, the rest, if she wants to run around here, that's okay. We are focusing in Nashville and also on Memphis and Corinth. We also, I forgot in the introduction, we also have our transport ship down here that can, wow, we can even go and take Decatur if there's nothing over here. So yeah, Tennessee looks pretty good in my opinion. Just I hope we can continue finishing it off nicely over here. Well, we're getting ready, let's say, for the reinforcements. Also, we did some. Yeah, I forgot we had leadership and field telegraph last turn, so we have actually 600 MPPs to fire out. There was something else. I totally forgot. We have to find out. Yeah, sure. Maybe spying and intelligence and these two. Yeah, exactly. That was finished last turn, so we have to reinvest also in technology. Apart from this, yeah. Now with the field, with the higher quality of the of leadership, Garibaldi went up to 8, which gives the prepared bonus, like in this game, a 50% prepared bonus. So this is really, really big. With this amazing HQ now, we should be even to Lee or somebody else and really be good in offensive here. So we should absolutely try to make use of it. Yeah, and we will. All right. So much about the quick look onto the situation. I'll take further notes and think what we're gonna do, and then I'll be right back to present you my results. And so, see you in a second. Alright guys, I had my looks, and let's go back to a really big turn, and I'm really excited for a lot of things. Not everything can be really pre-planned, so I'm really excited to check out what's up with you together. Over here it's quite straightforward, so I'm gonna fulfill what I wanted to do before. I'm gonna retreat with these guys here. To protect a little bit the retreat, that they can't be cut off, I move these guys over here. Then here we shuffle them out. Yeah, I've also reinforced as much as I can already. And these guys, I don't know how much supply they have, but the only worst thing they can do, I'm pretty sure they can only move 1. So worst case, they disrupt the street, but get an ambush probably. And yeah, the supplies coming from Santa Barbara, not from up here from Paraje. So for this reason, I'm also taking the time to upgrade these guys to weapons tech 1. So I feel quite comfortable like this for the next turn. This should be fine, and these guys they cannot really break through against this regiment easily. Not in this terrain without any further supply. Alright, so much about the west. Then let's do the regular Fort Washida upgrade. And also here in Tulasi, which was kind of costly since they just the Cherokee attacked us pretty hard. Over here, the Osachi, we're gonna take up to 1 at least. To have disadvantage in the future. And now we're coming to the Missouri front that got surprisingly tricky, to be honest. Since they cut us off, and they do get somehow still the supply of 4 and 5 while we are out of supply. The enemy retreated over here a little bit, but I still... I'm trying an offensive play, let's say, or I'll try the best. So I'm definitely gonna reinforce these guys at first, because this is set. Carlton can be... this should be hold. Then we're gonna use the only real mobile. These guys I can't really use. We're gonna use them to connect over here. Let's see if we have any... yeah, like this we would have supply next turn. And also try to cut them off, of course. With these guys, let's push a little bit forward. Yeah, at least 1. I'm wondering if I should move further down. These guys... yeah, I think I should. These guys can just move over here as a protection. With a lot of supply, this division is also not really strong, so I'm not really worried about it. Then let's attack fire at will and see what we can achieve with these guys. And we can now. Ah, super sweet. I didn't see this coming. We seem to be able to cut them off now. Oh, this is good to know. I didn't know that. Okay, very interesting. Since I guess with 5 they had some zone of control, I'm not sure, but now they're definitely cut off supplies. And these guys, I mean, they can escape for sure, but for these guys I will bring to P-Ridge just as a protective measure. And worst case, we have even more mobility next turn, or like just some, yeah, some good backup. Let's have a look. Next turn, these guys should be in supply, so it's still very bad fighting power, sure. But nevertheless, kind of wondering if I should move them here in the not without supply situation, but no, I will not. Let's see. These guys are also definitely in a bad situation, and maybe we can fight and fire at will. So yeah, it's gonna be... The situation is also not easy for the enemy. This is quite... I liked actually the skirmish warfare down here. Very, very interesting. It's... Yeah, we are fighting with more, but let's say less competent forces, but more mobile ones, while the enemy tried to push through. And so far, it's looking good, in my opinion. Alright. Let's get to the next front over here in Missouri, where... Kind of debating if I shall retreat over here. No, we have entrenchment too, that's okay. Where shall we start? Where shall we start? That's the big question. I would say let's do it over here. Because I would like to get a little bit better reconnaissance on these guys. Ah, this was bad moving, guys. This is not great. This wasn't played very smartly, but it is what it is. It is what it is, and we're packing. At least now we know what's up. I'm surprised they couldn't see the power up. I mean, this moved down, so I think this is still hurt. And we didn't really clear up. We didn't really clear up Nashville over here. No matter what, let's see how we do that. Let's first take Dover for sure. And I'm kind of willing to actually sacrifice this brigade to run into an ambush, which will happen because it's gonna be occupied, and maybe they get really big damage over here from the Nashville unit, but I'd rather do that than risking our more precious offensive units, so let's do it. Yeah. Boom. At least it also dealt them some damage, which is good to know, good to see. And like this, I feel more confident to take out the others. Okay, let's do this first. Take out the... this brigade has 0 supply actually, so it should be easy game. Oh, come on! And once again, I risk another... Yeah, I risk another ambush. Oh gosh, this is really tough damage. But yeah, these days, like this, we have to risk something, otherwise there won't be any... payoff. Yeah. And we take out Polk! Amazing! Didn't expect this actually like this, so perfect. Then we can get up here. Taking out Pork, so once again, remember, he's out for the game forever now. Forever, ever. Oh, and Nashville here, over here, it's really... under threat now. Now we took this damage to bring to take this bridge over here, but unfortunately I'm not really able to get my artillery in position, which I wanted to. I mean, I can retreat and get them in the first row, but I'm not sure if this is a clever move. Well, I'll try. I know the enemy is over here, but I just exchanged them basically. Yeah, let's try to decrease the chances the enemy has to hurt us. So I actually bring them back, and I will take them in the first row if these guys decide to attack. There's not so much offensive potential that they really can threaten us a lot. Do we have actually... Ah, we have also this... Oh, God, okay, we can bring these guys in, and I think I will even before I do anything else. So then let's... take Columbia over here. Yeah, I knew you guys would be here. Now we're taking a lot of ambushes here into... like, accepting them, let's say, but it's okay since... we want to keep up the pressure here, and that's really important. So we're also going to bring these guys down to Mumfordsville. And looks like this is kind of nicely contained, actually. Then we can absolutely reinforce these guys. This wasn't really planned, but yeah, we'll have enough MPP left. I'm really sure about that. These guys can be taken up to 10 also. And over here... let's secure here the flank against any nasty surprises, and probably the enemy is going to go for the kill, let's say. But actually, if she goes for the kill, she can't reinforce the unit. Therefore, it's a tough decision. We have 2 hurt cores over here. Interesting, interesting. With this cavalry, we have one over here. I'll just expand our reach down here. Let's use first our ship a little bit for some reconnaissance. Because, yeah, let's take Pulaski then. We could directly go to Decatur, right? I mean, the big advantage of taking Decatur is the harbor, so we can use a harbor down here to effectively reinforce us here to either go in these directions. Or, because we, let's do it already now, because we're doing this front at the moment, I do have this one landing division, and I could either go to Corinth. We don't know if it's occupied or not, neither do we know it from Decatur. It's both a little bit of a gamble. Okay, before we go to Corinth, let's do Grant's moves over here and see how he performs. Mr. Bragg, and I'm so sorry guys, but I feel like this is the turn of killing off HQs, that kind of way. Just take on here. Memphis is just supplied with just one little brigade. Amazing. And let's try to hurt them as much as we can. And there he goes, 2 HQs destroyed in one turn. It's fantastic. The question is, shall we go for Corinth or not? But to be honest, I feel like Corinth will fall to us anyways quite quickly, since we have our troops around, and yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. Let's see, let's bring Grant down here. These 2 units divisions will be definitely reinforced this turn, so we have we still have some punch with a little bit of luck, and without reinforcements, I'm actually optimistic to be able to take Memphis next turn from the run with these troops. If nothing changes, I would say it's possible, but it's hard to tell. Unfortunately, yeah, from the seaside, we can't really support it right now. But this is nice. This is really sweet. Anyways, like as I told you, since we can reach Corinth normally, let's say, I'm gonna try Decatur. We can also reach it normally, but then, yeah, we have another troop down here. Let's see. And boom, there we go. Decatur taken, and therefore we have a great harbor and do control the entire Tennessee River. So we can ship down units down here and use them for another attack up here. Amazing. Let's stay calm and not get too megalomaniac too quickly. That's the most important one this turn. But anyhow, let's see how we can use our ships over here in this turn. You guys need to go for repairs for sure. Let's take out or try to attack this one. Wonderful. Let's keep up the pressure. Ooh, this one was hurtful. Yeah, let's then not, to be honest. Let's just bring in these ships for surveillance reasons, let's say, or like a reconnaissance. And you guys, yeah, unfortunately can't go back in the port over here, but yeah, guys, I'm really, our Tennessee campaign, and maybe Ulysses Grant is really deserving his great name as a general these days, because in our game here, this is amazing. I didn't expect such progress. I also think the enemy has underestimated our potential over here since deploying divisions over here and here. So this enabled our quick combined warfare blitzkrieg. Yeah, okay, keep it calm, Wolf, keep it calm. Okay, guys, coming to the Potomac, so... And since the enemy attacks us here pretty hard, I do kind of want to... go for a retreat here. These guys just take... Yeah, I'm gonna secure this bridge and take this defensive position around Winchester. These guys come as a reserve. Will be taken by these bros. Yeah, here we're gonna stand with banks kind of defensively around Harper's Ferry. Of course, he has interesting mines and so forth, but as I told you, I'm trying to do some distractive, offensive, or prepare something with our great Garibaldi just to attack these lines over here and maybe pushing it down to the... I don't know the name of the river right now, and it's not really here. Probably the Tappahannock. I think that's the name of a river as well. Here, Culpeper, Fredericksburg. These ones could be interesting for us. And to increase the pressure, let's... yeah, it's also a little bit our ambush turn. We're running in a lot of ambushes, but a lot of them are actually accepted to be be ambushed. So, well, it is what it is. Alright, now we've got Garibaldi. We should set him to auto assist. He is already. And maybe we can exclude somebody if we want to attack. Yeah, I mean, we have a massive prepared bonus, right? But with the brigades, it's not so amazing. Or should I give it... I mean, the main bonus is on the attack, right? So the prepared attack. So I try to actually destroy these two units. This, and move up to Warrington in the first line with our divisions this turn. That's, I think, what I'm trying to do. So let's start here. There. Alexandria is the more important position, that's why... Okay, let's do it first here. Yeah, what a prepared bonus, huh? What the hell? I mean, the enemy has also its entrenched bonus, so that's obviously also there. You guys can be, but definitely detached. At least they have Halleck, who is also quite okay. How are we gonna do that? You guys, maybe we need some reconnaissance. I don't want to run into the next ambush, to be honest. Then let's retreat with those guys. Great. Now we have the reconnaissance we need. These guys can also... Alrighty. And I might want to change our plans a little bit and attack the next HQ this turn. Mr. Johnson over here. Dealing some good damage over here, very nice. These guys can move up also. I mean, they're in high danger now, of course. But in the end... Let's exchange these two guys, because one might argue that we rather have them as offensive this division or refresh them next turn. So really, really good turn in my opinion. Once again, Johnson damage costs also a lot to replenish. Ooh, and we still have our Marines over here. I could obviously also land and try to push Johnson away to cut this division off. But I don't want to lose. Let's do a little bit of the Navy also right now, because I see our monitor here in port that can secure this. So basically could... I'm quite optimistic, and I also bring in some of the 3 divisions over here that we can have at least a breakthrough now, since I see what's going on in the rear. There's no reserves, the enemy's forces are over here. And if Johnson, I think the Marines can withstand 1 week out of supply also, so let's go for it. I'm gonna just damage these guys, or at least hurt them a little bit, to work on them, to make it harder for the enemy. Then we bring our Marines. I mean, they have this shot. Let's do it. Well, and I'm gonna stick here in this situation, so it's worst case they are sacrificed, but actually I think, are they getting supply over the Potomac here? Yeah, they're getting a fantastic supply over here, so it's actually not that bad. Yeah, guys, I feel like this is one of the most groundbreaking turns so far. I'm excited. Alright, and so much about this, and before we do the Navy, let's actually do the main Navy action everybody has been waiting for. At least when I talk about everybody, I'm talking about me, but still. And the enemy has shown some gunboat here, so I'll try to take with the so we... Let's see how we can land here. Okay, the enemy is defending this hex with a river gunboat. Let's use the river ironclad to attack this one for sure. Actually, this is, yeah. The river gunboat taken out. Like this, so either we can maul the defenses away, but there is no defensive. So we can actually drive in, land here, and also land from the other side, from here normally. Let's see. So New Orleans is, I would say, definitely the target in this case. There's no extra defensive. We're gonna check from the other side as well, but I'm a fan of the idea right now. So with these guys, I'm going to do the reconnaissance. No, nothing, nada. Oh, wow. What a turn, guys. I'm getting too excited. Let's see. I think, but if there's nothing special, this should be so easy to take out. Let's just check if we can provoke some kind of, I don't know. What the hell? This gunboat doesn't want to die. Okay. Well, I keep on attacking. Nah, actually, the gunboat boat hurts us way more, so... What the... Ah! So we will not take it out, unfortunately. And this one can still attack. Will we? Yeah, we will. Enemy navy has to be taken out, and it's really important. Okay. If we lose one gunboat or so, I don't care. It's acceptable. Alright, guys. Now it's wish me luck. I'm not actually the only thing that could happen. I'm not sure if I drive in here our Marines that they get extra damage while landing, but I doubt it. Let's start with these. Oh yeah, they get the naval fire from these guys. I didn't know. Oh god. I should have taken out, I didn't know that, god, so if they take naval fire, I think they will also take some over here, but see, with 2 attacks they should be easy to take out. Oh god, yeah, exactly, the Timberclad can also do that. But we do have the masses, and therefore, boom, here we go. Woohoo! New Orleans taken, so these guys should be expelled next turn. We do have the port, and we do have our... Oh, I'm sad. I can't... Let's actually quickly do this before the blockade runners come in. So we do have the... we can land our reinforcements that are coming now with this harbor and so forth. And we do have another one in transports. But these guys are just bring to the port, I think. So either I can use them if we control the river up to Baton Rouge to also take Baton Rouge immediately. Or, of course, down here with next to Fort Pickens or Mobile down here in the Alabama River, another landing. So plenty of chances. No matter what, New Orleans has fallen, and therefore a huge achievement already. I'm excited, amazed, whatever you want to say. I'm quite happy, let's say. All right, so let's get to the Navy. These guys stay here to prevent this from happening. We've got our frigate over here that needs to move north to get repairs. The same with this frigate, because, yeah, we can't take them to 10. We got another one that can sail south now, that I will use. Just have to be very careful about the monitors. The good thing is they're not very mobile in the end. That's the... Can we sneak through here without... Ooh, a little bit... But let's try it. Yes. Back to the shipyard, and you guys... I think to Elizabeth City was where the... Or that was it down here to Wilmington where the other monitor... It was somewhere down New Bernese or somewhere. Well... I need to block this, and I want to get some... If they show themselves... I think they can't take... Oh, it's here. Okay, it's here. So they will attack us, which is not great, but it is what it is. So also... Here we're gonna get back into position. We need to block off this a little bit. It's important. And we have to take risks, of course. It is what it is. You also go to port. Whilst these guys... Stick here with our monitors a little bit as a convoy ship. Then definitely what we should not be forgotten is to reinforce Fort Monroe here to 10 after this... like, let's say, heroic defense. And if they continue like this, I feel like I'm gonna be... They have to withdraw some of the troops to help out here in the north. Whew! A lot of stuff going on, holy moly. And... Yeah, a lot of interesting stuff to do. Guys, I can't... I feel like I'm done, but I'm also might be missing something. So let's go to the tech in this case, since I feel like I've moved all the units I can. And let's set up the new units incoming. We've got a gunboat in Boston and a gunboat in Wilmington. Wonderful. And 3 divisions. And I already announced I want... And now Frankfurt is... Oh, I forgot about these guys over here. Yeah, then let's bring one into Frankfurt. The McCarthy division. And... Yeah. Yeah, we got 2 divisions reinforcements. One per rail, one down here. And this turn, because we just started this offense over here, and I think... Maybe it looks more surprisingly successful, and I feel like we can gain some ground and get closer to Richmond to not lose the momentum super early. I'll set up 2 of the divisions over here, I think. Oh, I cannot set them up here, sad. But okay. Reinforcements to DC and to Garibaldi, and then with these guys, maybe I can move it down here to the Tappahannock River, or even further if we're lucky, but I'm pretty sure the enemy is going to reinforce. But the enemy is in a massive dilemma, I would say, since where should she reinforce? She needs Memphis, no more defense. She needs Nashville, where I think this one is about to be given up, I assume. Then with the new front, or not yet front, but with our landing in New Orleans for sure. Yeah. Then, of course, with the little bit of a breakthrough over here, there is a lot of open fronts for the enemy to cover up. Anyways, let's go to the research because we have to fill up our research and we have 600 possible ones, and I'm gonna be quite boring and just gonna repeat what ran out last term, so I don't want to fall behind in spying and intelligence. So I want to keep this running at 1, and the same for both the HQ technologies, which will be 550 in total, bringing us up to 3,950, so we are at the limit again. And of course, skirmishes, I kind of would love to do. Cavalry tactics, I'd love to do. My big guess for these things, I hope, is basically ironclads and naval weapons, because after Research 1, I feel like I'm gonna stop over here, since with this technology plus the 2 ironclads incoming, I should be able to secure superiority. And then I can invest somewhere else a little bit after the first naval stuff. Okay. Leaving us with 274. Oh, of course I have to, let's have a look. It's good that I'm checking once again. This gunboat wanted some repairs, sure. But I think that's it about repairs. 253. I could get just 2 more gunboats out. How many are missing? But I feel like we have a lot of gunboats already. And since we can't purchase a proper division, armored train also, as a partisan defense unit, may be helpful. Where will we need one? Yeah, here. So actually, I was about to invest even in diplomacy once this turn, but no, I'm gonna get the balloon is also quite nice, even without research. I'm gonna get an armored train, one more just for partisan fighting in the end. And you know what? For the moment, I'm just too tempted because we lost once, and I really want a stiff blockade next turn. Talking about stiff blockades, yeah, the naval tactics we increased already. Let's get one more gunboat. Or 1 river gunboat. Nah, I think we're getting the Paul Jones gunboat. Okay. Whew, so much about this very turn. Quite a long one, but maybe the most important or biggest turn so far. Nevertheless, let's finish the turn together and see if there's any more events related to our actions and see what happens. Fort John reduces Confederate fighting spirit. Where was Fort St. John? Maybe on the Mississippi. I think Confederate fighting spirit falls due to the loss of New Orleans. This is for sure way bigger. Union celebrates capture of New Orleans. Yay. Union celebrates the capture of Decatur. Yeah, wow. And we have some events. The rebel invasion of the New Mexico territory has now pushed so far north that the territorial capital of Santa Fe is now under threat. While reinforcements from Colorado and the Pacific states continue to make their way to the theater, further support may soon become necessary if we are to keep the rebel column away from the gold mines of Colorado. One way that we may bolster the defense of the region would be to outfit the local commander, Colonel Edward Canby, with a headquarters staff and promote him to brigadier general. This would cost us 300 MPPs at 100 MPPs for 3 turns, allowing us to immediately deploy an HQ unit in Santa Fe. And yeah, that's definitely only you know the present situation in New Mexico, but if the war in the territory is not going favorably, it is strongly recommended that you say yes to this decision. It's slightly cheaper than it would be purchased the usual way, and this decision will not involve a multi-turn delay that would be necessary if an HQ was sent from the east. Note, if the situation in New Mexico has turned strongly against the Union, it would be wise to begin sending units there. Yeah, historically, Canby was promoted in March 3162, following the successful Battle of Glorieta Pass. Subsequent Confederate withdrawal back to Texas marked the end of the New Mexico campaign, and Canby was transferred to the east in August 62. Oh wow, so early. We definitely not gonna get him. We can't buy any HQs right now since we are at the limit, and as I mentioned before, I would love to have one in New Mexico. And we are a little bit on the defensive, so yes, let's do it. We have to move him down, of course, at first, but... And the California column arrives. Wow, this is good timing, so let's see how the enemy is going to react to that one. That's interesting. It's not that many troops, to be honest, but... Ooh, with Carlton, a second HQ. Now, let's see if the enemy can withstand that. European support for the Confederacy drops following the occupation of New Orleans. Wonderful. Militia Act of 1862 permits African Americans to begin serving the Union Army. Nice. Apaches flee into the hills of New Mexico, follow the occupation of Fort Bowie. Yeah, it's down here. And that's it. 1278, but we do pay for the Canby HQ. Whew. Fantastic turn. For me, at least, it was a blast. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Let me know what you think. What do you think about the offensives going on? Was there something that should have been done differently? What would you do? What is your opinion? Where should we strike next? Where should we set our main focus? But to be honest, having a couple of focus and just try to stress the enemy wherever possible seems to be working quite successfully at the moment. But we will see. Let me know in the comments, and of course, if you haven't yet, it would be amazing if you leave me a like and a subscription. It pushes the channel and motivates me while it doesn't cost you anything, so thank you very much for that. And of course, more importantly, see you next time in the next episode by your Strategy Wolf.